I've learned from mum and dad. Being authentic is really important in any leader. Just because you're at the top of an organization, that doesn't mean that you don't show your vulnerability. And I think when you're authentic, when you're vulnerable, you also build more trust with people and you get a connect, much more of a connect.
Allow me to go to the last, perhaps the most important topic, which is leadership. And Anu, I definitely want to start with you that going back to the 96 time frame, you were swooped into a role, assumed the leadership of the organization. I always wanted to know what was toughest from a leadership standpoint when you look back. What was difficult to do
The responsibility, you had so many thousands of people working for you, and I didn't feel I had the adequate knowledge or skills. My finance is terrible. Technologically, I'm very bad. And what if I let them down? That thought let them down again, which is, what if I can't? And I kept comparing with my husband, who had been outstanding. And what if I can't measure up to his standards? So this was eating me up right in the beginning. Later, I got confidence and I said, no point trying to be like someone. I will never be Rohinton. Just give out what I can. So that came much later. But in the beginning, the responsibility and also dealing with the losses. I had lost my husband, we were very close, and my son.
Yeah, 14 months
Yeah,
apart.
apart. So that was difficult. But as I again say, Vipassana helped me tremendously.
Another thing that Anu, you have spoken about so frequently is, especially from a leadership context, that skills are available. You can,
Wisdom.
yeah, you can
Higher.
assemble the skills that are required to do a job. But what you're looking for when you're looking at leaders is the wisdom.
Yeah.
Go deeper on that. I'm sure a lot of people would.
If you want to impress people, your skills will do it. You know so much on this subject, you know so much on. But if there is a human relation problem, even company technology, what do we do? And how do I define wisdom? Your internal learnings from years, your own experience of years. By listening to others, reading, it doesn't come all from within, it comes from a lot of people. And I think some amount of reflection, which I do through meditation, it can be anything. Reflection, that is for me wisdom. And it's the only thing that will help you in times of crisis. I think if you are a mechanical engineer, came first class first, I don't think death will answer. You will be able to face death with that. Do you have time?
Yes, of course.
It's
We'll
a
be very
Vipassana.
keen
It's
to.
a Vipassana
Yeah,
story.
yeah, absolutely.
That
Anu,
there
please.
was a young professor who went on a voyage, and being a professor, he had stacks of books with him. And there was an illiterate sailor on the boat, and he said, I'm illiterate, professor. If I come to you every day, will you teach me? He said, of course. So the first day, the young professor, the sailor comes, and sorry, the old sailor comes to the young professor, and the professor says, do you know what geology is? He says, never heard of it. He says, you live on this earth and you don't know geology? 25% of your life is over. Next day, again, he says, do you know what oceanography is? No, never heard of. You are a sailor and you don't know ocean. 50% of poor man dejected goes back. Third day, meteorology, you don't know about stars. 70. Fourth day, the sailor comes running and says, sir, do you know what swimology is? He says, no, never heard of it. He says, swimming, swimming. The boat is sinking. And 100% of your life. So I would say swimology is the wisdom, the art of living. The
Yeah.
art of
And the other three are skills that you
Skills.
can always
pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meher, on your part, how's the leadership style slightly different from your mom? And I'm sure there must have been comparisons, expectations as you took on, and yeah. What has worked for you from a leadership style standpoint, man?
I think for me, I'm a little more fact-based. Okay, I like the facts. I like to be shown the numbers. I maybe being an engineer.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's. I think mom is far more intuitive. I'm learning to get a little more intuitive, but I still want those facts. I think we both, and I've learned from mom and dad. I think being authentic is really important in any leader, because I really feel that authenticity and even being vulnerable. Just because you're at the top of an organization, that doesn't mean that you don't show your vulnerability. And I think when you're authentic, when you're vulnerable, you also build more trust with people, and you get a connect, much more of a connect. And I think especially in today's day, that connect is all the more important with people, because earlier on people would say this is my first and my last job. Today you have people that's far more transient in terms of movement. And so you want to try and get the best out of them while they're here. So how do you do that? Communication, especially when things are going bad. When COVID hit, I think we communicated hugely to people. We communicated that we will not cut a single job, but we will everybody will take a cut in their salaries if need be, but we will not ask anyone to leave. So don't worry. So that first made people feel, okay, at least I have my job. I think bringing in IQ is there, but I think EQ is really, really important in leadership.
What's amazing, I was just thinking about it as you went through it, is alignment and coincidence with your style of leadership and what you articulated versus the strengths of the organization as well, and how you have managed leaders who have come in, the whole piece of authenticity, communication. They're just consistent all through.
I would say a lot.
Thanks
to my
we've
parents.
touched different topics, but it's always come back to those,
Yeah.
3-4 things.
Yeah, but I also think nobody in the organization expected us or told us or made us feel that why aren't you like Rohinton for me, or for Meher, why aren't you like Annu?
Absolutely.
It's our own internal doubts which we had to deal with and come to terms with. It wasn't that the world was saying you are less adequate, you are not good enough. But we kept telling ourselves.
It's often the demons inside our
inside.
own head
And
that
unless we deal with that, you'll never be able to give out your best.
profound.
So I think Meher has so much of her own strengths and so many things which are far more and different from mine. But to acknowledge that and not keep saying, I'm like her, I'm like her.
In fact, it just allows me to go to one place that maybe, as they say, that CEO job in a totally private structure, the non-family business, with these self-doubts or demons in the head, it almost becomes a very lonely place, isn't it? I'm just thinking that maybe a trifecta of a family, the professionals and the board is a place where you can
Absolutely.
toss up these doubts and self-doubts, and one can help each other, which could become a humongous strength, isn't
But
it?
for me-
and that
Absolutely.
loneliness can go away, that can actually take a CEO down at times.
I
Absolutely,
totally
but
agree. Totally agree.
I would give a lot of credit to my daughter for standing beside me, being my right hand, left hand, two legs, everything, not just everything. Being so understanding. I'm a reactive person, at times a little irritating with my reactivity, but she's just been outstandingly well.
Amazing.
Outstanding.
What a
We,
compliment.
we,
man.
no,
This
honestly,
is
we
so cool to
enjoy going on holidays together. In fact, my son-in-law says the umbilical cord hasn't been severed yet. And
After
the way
all
the
these
whole
years.
family, Feroz children, welcome me. I don't stay with them, but I spend a lot of time with them, holidays. So she's really someone. I
But the
can't.
reverse must also be true,
Of
isn't
course. Of
I'm
course.
sure. I'm sure. But I know she has far more things to do. So for her to give time for me is far her own family, her own responsibilities. Mine, I don't accept her. I don't have a family. Her family. So I know the demands on her are far more, and yet to give me such a lot of time is just unbelievable.
It's amazing.
But you know,
Well
you also talked about leadership. I also have to say that in our case,
Yeah.
I'm also very lucky that mom has given a lot of these. I mean, I've imbibed a lot from what my parents, from both my parents, but I also have my husband, who has been a huge thought partner. You know, and it's my children, in fact, who often bring it up and say that, but you know, you have each other, and that's so powerful. Both, you know, when you have something to discuss, both of you understand the context of it and can really discuss it even when you come home. So they jokingly say that, you know, we need partners who will also be in Thermax in some ways, who can, you know, really understand where you're coming from and be a huge thought partner with you.
And often what happens, Meher, see if it resonates with you, that if you have somebody with whom you can have that conversation, as you communicate that doubt, you know, it gets clarified in your own head.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right? That very process that I'm not being judged and I
Correct.
have the ability to share where my doubts come from and receive that input, or as I go through that vocabulary or commentary, I get that clarification automatically. That's what a great sounding board does.
Which is
I'm just
wonderful.
starting to realize in this conversation that maybe that's a construct that is so helpful to, especially in times when it is tough. And, you know, in a crisis.
So my dad and mom were together in that. My dad was a son-in-law. My husband is a son-in-law.
Interesting. now
So
that
in
you
some
say.
ways, Thermax also has been very open and accepting of son-in-laws in the business. In the business. You know, or in-laws, because many family businesses actually don't allow
Daughters-in-law.
in-laws.
No, usually it's daughters-in-law and women.
But even, no, mummy, even
Sons-in-laws.
sons-in-laws, there
Yeah.
are many family
Yeah.
businesses who will not have a son-in-law. They'll have their own son, but not a son-in-law. And I think in that sense, Thermax has been quite unique.
Absolutely unique.
And it's worked so beautifully, you know. So I think we're very.
Credit
it's
to
very
both of
nice.
you. You're not taking
No,
where
it's-
it is
No,
due,
no.
but
No,
it is
No,
but
I think, no,
it's
Mayor, I'm
really
also
helped.
aware of the stress Rohinton and Feroz have gone through also. Let's not think it was all easy. When, for example, I had to select my succession, Feroz asked me, why not me? You know, and we had an open conversation. But there are times when, as the chairperson, she gets some limelight, some in this podcast, we too are there. You know, I'm just saying, giving little things which, you know, which he takes as graciously. husband had his share of problems with my father. It wasn't all. We can put it to the public that it's all smooth.
No, it's not at all
At
smooth.
all
You have to
smooth.
work on
But you,
it.
but you have to
Yeah, of
work
course.
on it. Work
Yeah.
on it. Work.
100%.
It's
But
not.
but one thing I've learned hugely from Feroz is that any problem that we have between us, we sort it out before we get to bed. So we
That's
don't
powerful.
let it, linger
Simmer,
on and
yeah.
simmer
Yeah.
the next day and the day after. And
Yeah.
so it just comes out as it is.
Yeah.
And he's a person who says it as it is. I'm a bit of a sulker. So I had to learn to say it as it is. And I think that really helps. Really, really helps. I think sulking is the worst thing that you can do in a relationship, because then the other person doesn't know what's wrong, where you're coming from, why are you in this mood, and things just get worse and worse.
It just takes me back to the other topic of Vipassana, Anu, that the two threads there, awareness and equanimity.
You've been through it?
I've not done the 10-day. I'm hoping to do it in the next couple of months, but starting to believe in that deeply. Is the amount of self-awareness that through this dialogue it comes out, that you're aware of what different strengths or weaknesses of the key role holders in this entire process is, which would be so powerful in the long run.
But I don't practice meditation every day.
If you have done that,
I've done the 10 day,
She,
but I don't
when
practice it.
I asked her to take over, she didn't want to. And she says, I said, if you don't, then I'll look out. So she said, you really mean it? Then she went for Vipassana. And she found it so easy, she didn't find it difficult. And she never does it. I found it difficult. I've done it 4 times. And
4 times?
Yeah.
All
And-
10 days?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
You can't do it. And
No,
one
you can.
weekend.
Now you can do
one
it a
weekend.
weekend,
One
correct.
weekend. No, but the program is for 10
Once
days.
you do it for 10 days, then you don't
Twice.
have to
Then
do
you
it
can
for
do the
10.
shorter
Then
ones,
you can
yes,
do the
you're
shorter
right.
ones.
Yeah, but you
Correct.
can't do the shorter ones first before you
First,
can
no.
do the 10
No,
days.
that's
yeah.
right.
No, that's. I meant to say, in general, also, Meher, in the conversation, there is a clear realization that the self-awareness piece is so high. That I'm sure it must be so helpful in the day-to-day stuff as well.
But let me tell you, my whole family, we all keep each other grounded. So everyone gives feedback to everyone, and it's very nice, because I think it's a very open,
Yeah.
communicative family.
Yeah.
You
you
know,
know?
my mayor and Feroz are part of YPO.
Yes. yes.
And so they have something called, what do you
Forum.
have? Forum.
Forum.
Where they,
Where you have, forum where the whole idea of a CEO being lonely at the top
Lonely. Yeah.
started YPO. That's how YPO started.
Oh.
Because it's very lonely at the top. And who can you talk about to for your business problems that you might have, personal challenges and family challenges? And that's how something called the forum started within YPO. And so we've started, thanks to Feroz. Feroz said, why don't we start a family forum? So we've started that in the family about 2-3 years ago. No, maybe during COVID. We started during COVID.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and so we meet maybe 3 or 4 or maybe 5 times a year, once a quarter maybe, and we actually have an agenda for about 2.5 hours, where we all give a bit of an update, and then we have some exercises that are a little more serious, and then we end with a fun exercise.
But we have a chance to talk about something I'm holding against Mayor, and I've not been able to talk about it. Or at Feroz or my children or anywhere.
It's a very powerful
I
experience.
can imagine. Meher, this is such a brilliant structure, uncomplicated yet very effective.
Yeah.
But it has to be done in seriousness and in that format, not just anyway. So,
And we do it such that we have the 4 of us in some of the meetings, and in some of the meetings we have Anu in there.
And you
So-
do it once a quarter.
We do it once a quarter. And initially it's so strange, but the children thought, we are with you every day. What kind of an update are we going to give,
Yeah.
And they said, why would we need something like this? And today, I would say 3 years down the road, they ask us, when are we having our next meeting?
My granddaughter, especially,
Leah.
Leah, will say.
They both I think
Zan
have found
also.
it very, very effective. And and we each take turns to be the moderator. So who prepares the agenda and then moderates the meeting.
This could be so effective as a structure to many who would listen in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've been able to sustain it over multiple years now.
We've been able to, for now, since COVID. Yeah. But now my daughter's in Singapore.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we'll do it, but I mean, she'll come back often enough, and probably we'll plan it when she's here. Because I think it's a little more effective when you do it in person than over Zoom. Yeah.
No, this has been brilliant. I must say that for a young company, just coming over for a conversation with both of you was a big day for us, and I couldn't be more proud of like just sitting with both of you and going through this entire thing in so much. It's been such an honest conversation with great depth, and really, really appreciate your
Thank
time,
you.
Anu.
Thank
and
you.
Meher,
Thank
for-
you.
Yeah.